To kick off our day, we have our first session titled Join the Fight, Air Quality Champions. This session will delve into the efforts and initiatives spearheaded by leaders in the air quality space. To guide us through this important conversation, I am pleased to introduce our moderator, Ms. Nidhi Jamwal. She is a Mumbai-based journalist who reports on environment, climate, and rural issues. With over 25 years of experience in environmental journalism, she has worked for 12 years with Down to Earth magazine, 5 years with Gaon Connection, which is India's biggest rural media platform, and has contributed articles to various publications, including Scroll, Hindustan Times, Deccan Herald, Mongabe India, etc. Her work has taken her to remote corners of the country, and she has just returned from the Everest Base Camp as part of the Himalayan Climate Bootcamp 2024 to understand the impact of climate change in Everest region. She has completed various media fellowships and won awards. These includes an award of recognition by Indian Meteorological Society in 2024 and Ladli Media Award 2024 Gender Sensitive Reporting, etc. Now, please, now I invite you to the stage. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Jamwal.
Good morning, everyone. It looks like some of the people are still not ready for the session. But let me assure you, this session and this morning is going to be really good because we're going to meet some champions today. And these air quality champions are from different sectors. We have somebody from the government, we have somebody from the industry side, and we have somebody from the grassroots who's actually worked at a very, very local level on the issue of air quality. So they are going to share their story with us, and they're going to tell us how they've tried to make difference in this whole issue of air pollution and improving the air quality. But before I invite the speakers today, I want to share a short story because journalists love stories. And it's so, you know, when I was coming here last evening from the airport to the hotel, somehow 25 years of my work experience were just playing in front of my eyes because I actually never wanted to be an environment journalist. I didn't even want to be a journalist, honestly speaking. I've never studied journalism. But it was in Delhi, which actually journalist. This was sometime around 1998, 99 when I was in college that time. And suddenly air pollution in Delhi had become an issue. We started, reading about particulate matter, and we started reading abbreviations like SPM, PM10, PM2.5, which were never there in our vocabulary. And because as college students, we used to travel by DTC buses, we used to travel by those killer red line buses. People who've lived in Delhi would know what I'm meaning. All these things started to feel very personal, the whole issue of air pollution. And newspapers started reporting on pink lung, black lung, and all that. And I think a lot of credit also goes to CSE, Center for Science and Environment, which launched a massive campaign in Delhi on the air pollution issue. And they used to have, small public events. And as students, we would go for those events just to try and understand what is this whole air pollution issue? What is this SPM and PM2.5? I think that was my initiation into the world of environmental journalism. So somewhere I think I can say that I credit air pollution for making me an environment journalist. But the flip side is also that it's been 25 years. And the problem of air pollution has actually grown by leaps and bounds. I live in Mumbai, and 20 years back when I moved to Mumbai, that city didn't have the kind of air pollution now when we see. If I'm going on Bandra Worli Sea Link, I just can't see Worli because the pollution levels are so high. And so, which is why I think this session today in the morning is very important, because we really want to hear from the champions, from the air quality champions, to understand what are they doing to solve this problem? What has been done? What are the challenges? And what are the learnings? So that was my short story. So without taking any more time, I think I will now go on to introducing the three speakers we have in today's session. First of all, we have Mr. Gaurav Singh Sogarwal. He's an IAS officer with BTech in Electrical Engineering. During COVID-19, as SDM Sadar Joint Magistrate Gorakhpur in Uttar Pradesh, he did remarkable work which received praise from the Prime Minister's office. He took the initiative to launch several online delivery platforms to ensure that essential services such as food grains, vegetables, and milk were delivered smoothly and on time during the lockdown. Mr. Sogarwal has claimed approximately 12 acres of land from Sumer Sagar Lake, which had been pending for over 2 decades, and has restored it to its former state. He was subsequently promoted to Chief Development Officer in the nearby Maharajganj district. In February 2022, he returned to Gorakhpur as the Municipal Commissioner. His commitment to transforming Gorakhpur into a sustainable and clean city has led to a reduction in the pollution by more than 50%, that is PM10, this financial year compared to the baseline. And and the second speaker in today's session is Rama. I met her last evening. I'm already her fan because those are the people about whom I write a lot as a journalist. So Rama works with Asar Social Impact Advisors, which is an organization working on the issue of environment and climate change in India. She's working in Bhalaswa in Delhi on mitigating household air pollution for better health and environment. She's a community leader and engages with the communities of women who are largely waste pickers, building their awareness around adverse impacts of burning biomass for cooking and helping them transition from biomass chulhas to cleaner fuels like LPG. Rama has over 15 years of experience of working with the communities in Delhi on different issues. She started her career as a teacher in a private school, after which she worked as an ASHA worker, before joining an NGO in Delhi where she worked as a community health worker. Rama finds joy in helping people on ground and working for them. Despite opposition from her family, she has continued to do such work. She loves and serves some of the most vulnerable communities in Delhi. And she also told me that she's worked as an Anganwadi worker also before joining as an ASHA worker. And the last but not the least, we have Dr. Amit Chakravarti, who is the Chief Environment at Tata Steel. He's experienced environment management specialist with a demonstrated history of working in the power, mining, and metals industry. Skilled in ISO 14001, environmental awareness, ISO standards, contract management, and water resource management. Strong community and social services professional with a PhD focused in environmental chemistry from Ravi Shankar University, Raipur, Chhattisgarh in India. So let's start the session. I would, because COVID has taught us to live our life in hybrid mode, so we have the Municipal Commissioner of Gorakhpur, Mr. Gaurav, joining us online. Can we have him?
Yeah, good morning to all of you. And first, I beg apologies not be present as of physically, just due to some prior engagement. So here I would like to share the story of at the grassroots level, how we are going to mitigate the pollutants and making the better environment for our citizens. So I'm a municipal commissioner, Gorakhpur, since last 1.5 years. And the Gorakhpur is a city, which is an ANCAP city, National Clean Air Program city. The government of India is about 131 cities they have selected, based on the baseline survey, the PM10 concentration, PM2.5 concentration, the air quality issues. So the Gorakhpur was among those 131 cities where the government of India taking the initiative to strengthen the monitoring framework as well as to improve the air quality. So I just from the beginning, I would like to draw your attention. Next, when we started a Gorakhpur, if we talk about 19 and 2019 and 20, so we were around 300, the PM10 concentration are around 300. And the efforts made by the corporation, state government, the government of India, so is around within a span of 3 and 4 years, we reduce our PM10 concentrations to 100, around 100. So it is just a 62% reduction in the PM10 concentration. So it was very remarkable. If I say out of 131 cities, those are NCAP cities. So Gorakhpur is the highest reduction in terms of baseline survey. So what are the components? What are the measures? What we have taken throughout those 3 years? So I would emphasize the core strategy. What was the USP? That much of reduction we did. If we talk about our USP, the air quality is a very, very crucial aspect. Like the SBM, because municipal corporations, they provide the civic amenities. And as far as Swachh Bharat mission is concerned, so everybody is more concerned about the Swachhta. And but the air quality must be a part of the every action taken by any agency. So we ensure whatever corporation do, if we construct a road, if we install a road street light, if we taking a garbage, whatever new policy, whatever new work we are doing, so we ensure how much air quality is improving by this action. So corporation did there's a sort of survey every whatever corporation do, so we have to officers have to write how much air quality is improved by this action. So we take air quality as a core of our total actions. So that is the first part of the USP, so that entire staff is equipped with the air quality issue other than the Swachh Bharat mission. Second one, that is the interdepartmental coordination. If we see the air quality, there are a lot of department involved. It is not only the corporation. If we talk about the transport department, there is a vehicular emission is a major role. If we talk about the industry department, the industries are a major role to the air quality issues. They are supply department, and within the corporation there are a lot of departments. So to bring all the departments in a single line, it's a tedious task, and we ensure every department has to write these measures. Air quality is a very important issue, and the proactive journalism and about the environmental issues regarding the Delhi smoke issues. So everybody is more concerned about the air quality. So the interdepartment coordination, because corporation does not sufficient to ensure the different aspects of the air quality. Different departments play a very crucial role. So we bring all the departments a single line, and we ensure coordination must be in the line with the air quality improvement. Third, if I talk about, we have to create some infrastructures so that they can sustain the air quality. It is not like, let's say we spray the water sprinkling and then just particles are settled down for one day. In another day, it's again mop up. So we have to create some infrastructure, and we have to create some monitoring framework so that whatever measure we are doing through the departments, it must be sustainable. So that is our third pillar of our unit. Not is the least, the public participation is the key. Whether it is Swachh Bharat mission, whether it is Ayushman card, whatever scheme government of India or the state government launched, without the public participation, we cannot assume the success rate of the scheme would be much more. So public participation is a crucial of every scheme. So we actually, as Swachh Bharat mission, SBM, nudge very deeply through the public participation behavioral change. So we ensure the air quality also aligned with the Swachh Bharat mission, so that public is participate through this initiative, and we can improve the air quality. So these are the 4 pillars where the corporation did a remarkable job to reduce the PM10 concentration. If we talk about the next, if we talk about the sectoral pictures in the city area, what are the major contributors of the air quality improvement? So first, that is, we can say that is MSW, municipal solid waste. Another is green cover, how much green cover you are going to improve. The dust measures, because when the development work, infrastructure work is going on, so there are a lot of dust, especially in the summer regions. How can we develop the institutional framework, that transport? These are the some sectoral works where we have to do. Our approach must be address the issue of the sectors. So if we are talking the first and this is a very crucial for any corporation, there is a municipal solid waste, and it contributes a lot. If I talk about the Gorakhpur per se, 60% of the municipal solid waste contributes the air quality deterioration. So there is a huge legacy site in the Ekla Bandha, which is more than 3 lakhs metric ton dump site was there. So initially we took the site and bioremediation happened that place, and we reclaim around 40 acres of land by clearing of this legacy site. It is the entry of the Gorakhpur from anyone coming from Lucknow to entry in the Gorakhpur. It is a welcoming by the huge land site, the Kabad. So first we have to, not only there's the impression of the Gorakhpur does not good as, because anyone can come to Lucknow. It's a welcome by the mountains of garbage. So we have cleared this mountain garbage and we reclaimed around 40 acres of land, and now we are turning into the Miyawaki forestation. Now Gorakhpur is welcomed by any citizen through the Miyawaki forestation. These are some photographs of the legacy site. Initially, it's around 1.5 years thoroughly, day and night. We cleared this site. That was NGT case as well. The NGT appreciated these efforts, and they have endorsed this Gorakhpur Municipal Corporation efforts in this order in judgment as well. Next. So it's a completely Miyawaki portion. Second, in the city, there are 16 secondary collection points. We call as a Dhalav Padav Kendra, where the door-to-door collection vehicles, they just put the garbage, and then secondary collection points. So we remove all the 16 points, which are the hot spot of the city, and we convert to garbage transfer station. We ensure no open garbage transportation is allowed within the city, because if we put the garbage, so the burning of the garbage create again a deterioration of the air quality. So is a 2-year efforts where we remove all the secondary collection point, and the no open transportation of garbage is allowed. We are not open throwing of the garbage. It's a 100% capsule based enclosed container, so that we can ensure no open burning of the garbage. That is the second point of the MSW. Next, this is a very good model for the circular economy as well. The Material Recovery Facility Center. We did a survey of the Gorakhpur city, how much waste we are generating. Not only the MSW waste, the pathology centers, hospitals are generating biomedical waste, industries are generating industrial waste, and animal waste as well. So we did a survey how much waste we are generating and how much waste is recyclable, so that we can contribute as a circular economy. So the Material Recovery Facility Centers, we created 5 MRF facilities over the hotspot of the city. Any recyclable we just segregated, and we collect through MRF facility, and we just connect to our producers and the organizers, the PBIOs, through these MRF facilities. And the 60% of plastic we are using again in the road construction, so that their circular part, the plastic goes into the road construction, and the remaining 40%, it moves again to the recyclable, and the Gorakhpur Corporation is earning around 55 lakhs rupees per annum for these waste. So we are turning garbage into the wealth creation. So it's a good model of the circular economy. There's a 5 MRF facilities over there. Next. Second important aspect of the dust mitigation, because in the Gorakhpur, if we talk about so many infrastructure work are going on, more than 30,000 crores infrastructure work going on. So once the infrastructure any development work goes on, so there are a lot of dust, particularly there are 12, 13 hot spots where the dust is a crucial uh, crucial role in terms of PM10 concentration. So we ensure end-to-end payment of the roads must be taken place, and the water sprinklers every throughout the day. We ensure the agencies different from the corporation, they ensure the dust mitigation measures, the water sprinkler, and the paving end-to-end pavement. So this helps to reduce the PM10 concentration considerably. And third, the second one, that what is the main key factor of the to control the dust mitigation, that is the our construction and demolition waste, C&D waste plant. We see there are lot of bulk waste generators. They just generally throw their garbage, their C&D waste, either roadside or any the household. They are not aware about the what should we do for the this C&D waste. They just throw it, and the dust are very those C&D waste increase the dust and the locally. So we ensure the C&D waste plant. We just collect all the C&D waste and we convert into the useful product like interlocking, slabs, benches, and there's a buyback mechanism of the corporation as well. Whatever you are doing that, whatever anyone, so we'll ensure 100% of the product by making by the C&D waste will buy back through the corporation. So it's again the good model of the circular economy where we are converting our C&D waste into the useful product, and we are not just letting down the garbage here and there. So it's a very good project, and within a span of 1 year and 2 months, we just from tendering process to operational. It is a operational right now. Since last 6 months, it is operational, and we ensure every executive agency, whether it is PWD, whether it is Jal Nigam, whether it is National Highway, every contractor must ensure no open C&D waste. You have to send your C&D waste to the plant so that we can ensure there's a useful product, as well as the air quality deterioration should not be happen due to because of C&D waste. That is another intervention made by us. These are the widening of roads. There are some pictures, the multi-level car parking as well. Next. Yes, sir. Third, as far as I mentioned earlier, the monitoring framework, the vehicular emission. When we did a study, we saw that 21 junction points where the traffic congestion played a very important role to increase the vehicular emission, to increase the air, to deteriorate the air quality. So we technologically intervention help us to reduce decongestion of the roads. We introduce the integrated intelligent traffic management system at 21 junction points where decongestion of the traffic transports happen, and the decongestion of the traffic leads to the reduce of the vehicular emission at a PM2 2.5 concentration, PM10 concentration. It's a next. Apart from that, these are some photographs of the intelligent traffic management system where we put the cameras, where we put the PA system as well, where from the control center we can command these junction points are very their congestion take place, and we made a challan as well. So through this help, through this ITMS, we can smooth the traffic movement within the city. The second intervention, technological intervention, that's the integrated command and control center. The corporation runs around 70,000 street lights. So the entire street light networks we control through centralized command and control monitoring system. With click of mouse, we can switch on or switch off our lights. The door-to-door collection is a very important play a very important role through the garbage collection. So we ensure vehicle tracking management system. We calculate the every movement of our door-to-door vehicle so that we can improve our efficiencies of garbage collection through the ICCC. Third, the water supply is a major aspect of the corporation. So we ensure the automatic SCADA system. With help of the ICCC, we can switch on the pump tube wells, switch off the pump tube wells. So with the help of this ICCC, we can monitor our entire civic amenities framework so that we can reduce the fossil fuel, we can reduce the energy, and we can improve our efficiency to deliver the amenities. As far as green belt cover are concerned, introduced we with help of the forest department, with help of the senior officials from the forest department, we did 4 Miyawaki forestation different hotspot of the city. And as far as legacy site is concerned, I told earlier, 40 acre of land we reclaimed, and we are doing the Miyawaki forestation over there. So it green cover, obviously it helps the air quality improvement and the concentration of the PM10 concentration, that PM 2.5. So Gorakhpur has a remarkable job in creating with the help of the forest officials. They are doing very well here. These are some photographs of the massive plantation drive. Next. And the transport, because the vehicular emission play an important role in the air quality. So we introduced around 27 e-buses. The response was very good. E-autos are also there. There is charging station. We create a charging infrastructure so that e-vehicles are, they are just incentivized to buy e-vehicles. So 4-5 hotspots we identified, and we create other charging infrastructure over there. So it helps to reduce the vehicle emission as well. Next. There are another sustainable models as well. The LED lights, what we are converting into the solar lights. The 40% of the street lights are by solar lights. We are targeted 2026. We will convert all LED lights into solar street lights. Second, the animal crematorium is a green animal crematorium we have developed. The human body, the electrical crematorium we have developed. And the similarly, the measures for the capacity buildings. So these are the sustainable models in the strengthening, because the different departments are involved. So the capacity building exercise with help of the higher official, with help of our seniors, they just do the capacity building of our staff as well as different departments staff, so that everybody will on the same page. Next. These are some photographs of the animal crematoriums, which is now developed. Next. This is the very good model that I presented yesterday in the national workshop. We calculated the number of waste. There's a 12 different types of waste Gorakhpur city is generating. Every city is generating. The MSW, industrial waste, biomedical waste, plastic waste, battery and tire waste, C&D waste. So, but generally corporation just exercise the MSW waste. There's a wet waste and dry waste. But the biomedical waste also is played a very important role with the hospitals, the pathology centers, the medical college. They generate a huge biomedical waste. So in Gorakhpur, we are coming up with the integrated all sort of processing facilities we develop at a single site. Not only we develop a processing facility of the dry waste and the wet waste, we are going to develop the biomedical waste processing facility, domestic hazardous processing facility, e-waste, plastic waste, industrial waste. It's a 40 acre of land where we are going to develop every sort of waste stream processing facility, and it is cluster based. It is where corporations and nearby 8 small ULBs will collect the garbage of those 8 ULBs, and the corporations, not only the MSW waste, but as well as different types of waste which deal by the different ministries. Let's say if I talk about the MSW, the MAHUA, Ministry of Housing Urban Affairs, they are dealt with. But the electronic waste dealt by the Electronics Ministry. The biomedical is the health, family health. So we just come up with the integrated garbage city and the experience center where all sort of processing facility are going to develop. Administrative Staff College of India is helping us to develop this model, this city. And the 5 processing facilities already been taken place: waste to charcoal plant, bio-CNG plant, and the biomedical processing facility, and the domestic hazardous facility will operational by December this year. And it is I think it is a first of its kind in the nation, where all sort of facilities, all sort of processing facility at a single point. So it's an experience center. It's a learning center for all the ULBs as well. So we are committed to deliver this green city or garbage city. Next. These are some photographs of this aspirational model. Next. And the challenges, it's not a small journey of every day. We're facing some crucial challenge at the grassroots level. First, if I talk about the capacity building, our staff, our person are not equipped with the air quality per se, the technical, what is PM10, what is PM 2.5. So that is the capacity we have to enhance the grassroots workers, the capacity to deal with the air quality. Second point, the behavioral change. If we talk about the SBM, so the SBM played a very good role to make citizens citizens friendly towards the sanitation. So again, the behavioral change regarding the air quality. Just generally, we throw the garbage, we just burn the garbage, and we do not have any, the behavioral changes. Again, is a very important aspect, because air quality does not, does not affect immediately, but with help of the media, with help of the electronic media, with help of the different articles, the citizens are very much aware about the air quality. So now behavioral change is also very important, and the intergovernmental overlapping. I always say this: there are different schemes and different run by the different departments, but bringing all together and make a single line. This again is a huge challenge, a tedious task, and we are doing that. So that is from my side. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Gaurav, for giving us a 360-degree view of what's happening in Gorakhpur as far as air quality improvement is concerned. I'm so glad you spoke not just about transport sector, but also about waste and solar lighting, and a lot of other issues which are actually linked to this whole issue of air pollution. I believe Mr. Gaurav has to leave, so if there are any questions from the audience, I think we can ask Mr. Gaurav right now. And meanwhile, can I also request Rama and Dr. Amit to please come on the dais, please.
My name is Rahul Verghese. I'm an angel investor in the pollution sector. Just very impressed to see all the things that you've been doing, starting off with PM10 and getting on to lots of other things. Do you see, and in your, as you go forward, are you focusing also on the noxious gases and specific focus on PM 2.5, as you've done such a fantastic job on PM10 and everything else? So all the SO2s and volatile organic compounds and nitrous oxide, NO2, etc.
Absolutely, sir. First of all, the main, we just focus on the low-hanging fruits. So what are the major contributors of the air quality? So PM10 is, we can, the strategy like this, once we just reduce the PM10 concentration, simultaneously we are working on the PM 2.5. If I talk about the animal crematorium, generally the human crematorium, generally we waste, and the vehicular emissions. So they are also contributing some, sort of PM 2.5, the SO2, NO2, nitric oxide as well. And their source appointment theory, the study we have developed, and they have identified the hotspots where the toxic gases are, hotspot for the toxic gases. So what are the interventions required? So from IIT Delhi, we are taking technical help to develop a strategy to mitigate, to control those toxic gases. So we are doing that. Apart from that, there is a liquid waste management also very important for the Gorakhpur. Let's say the STP, the sewage treatment plant, we are using so much energy over there. So they are localized solutions we are developing, the natural way of treatment of water. And the one, let's say, if we talk about 16 drains are going to the Rohin River and Rapti River. So we are tapping there, we are developing an entire aqua ecosystem within the network of the drain, and we are not doing any STP, any mechanized treatment. We are doing treatment by naturally, so aquatic systems. We are developing the that particular aquatic system, so that the energy we can save as well as is a sustainable model. So one model we have, the one drain completely we have converted into that. This, it is not the toxic gases, and is another initiative where we are taking it. The World Bank, the executive of the World Bank, one of the, they also very interested about this project. The the cost of the STPs of the per MLD is around 20 crore, and we are converting on it. We are doing only 10 lakh rupees. This is a more sustainable model. Regarding the toxic gases, we are the source appointment theory, absolutely fine. And IIT Delhi are doing our technical interventions for this. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for that great talk. One question to you. I mean, you mentioned you're 100% solar city by 2026. And so can you tell us about your plans, what you'll be implementing in the next 2 years to achieve that goal? And does it cover everything like residents as well as commercial and businesses and industry? Thank you.
Yeah, it's a very well question, sir. Actually, we are committed around 100% street light must be solar. So the 40% of our street lights, around 70,000 street light corporations are doing. So around 40% street light we convert into the solar, and is again it's the CSR. There is an HURL in the Gorakhpur, so they are doing the CSR activities for us. So we are committed to convert 100% solar street light to the solar, and the PM Surya Ghar Yojana. There's again Government of India initiative. So we did a lot of every ward we are going there, and we are encouraging our citizens to adopt this PM Surya Ghar Yojana so that they can also get subsidy and the solar footprint, the carbon footprint go down. So it's a good feedback received from the citizens. Around 30,000 citizens also they just registered in the PM Surya Ghar Yojana. Third, we did a MOU with the NTPC, Vidyut Vyapar Nigam Limited, regarding the RESCO model of the solar rooftop as well as the ground mounted solar plants. So around 5 megawatt solar energy, we are with help of the NTPC. So entire government building as well as the vacant land of the corporation we have given to them. They are going to develop the solar. So these are some initiatives, and the UP data department as well. They are also helping us to develop how can we go ahead for the solar city. Thank you.
Hi Gauravji. So this is Samir from Bangalore, and we have been following you also from a long time. It's a very proud moment that you are here, the most rewarded and most rejuvenating man of North India. We also come to know about you. So I have a question. Like nowadays we see Miyawaki kind of approaches coming lot in questions. So what about the native Indian species of people, banyan and neem, kevada, all those that in the villages still do? So the dump yard like Ekala Bandh site, what you just discussed in the Gorakhpur, which was very talked also just after Bhilsava and all. So what about taking an indigenous approach rather than going for the Japanese Miyawaki? Can you please tell me something about it?
Absolutely. Actually, for this is a little bit technical because the forest officials, they just elaborate more about this, the technicalities of these particular plantation. But yeah, this the Indian native species like those are you just mentioned. So I think if I say my experience from the Gorakhpur, 4-5 sites we have visited. So I think they have denied ki sir Miyawaki forestation will not help. So you just go for the traditional plantation. So the massive plantation in Uttar Pradesh take place on 20th July. So we, with the help of the first official, 70,000 of Indian native species we just planted over those sites. And as far as I know, you have to do the dense forestation and the quick forestation. So for that, the Miyawaki is one of the technique where you can achieve the dense and the quick forestation. And undoubtedly, the Indian native species are also be doing if we talk about the center versus dividers, roadsides, we are going with the Indian native tree plantations.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Gaurav, for joining us from Gorakhpur and sharing with us the transformation that's happening there.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So, अब कार्यक्रम को आगे बढ़ाते हुए हमारे साथ में डॉक्टर अमित हैं और रमा हैं। रमा दिल्ली से हैं और मैं चाहती हूँ कि रमा आप हमें थोड़ा बताएं। हमने सरकार की तरफ से सुना कि वो अपने स्तर पर क्या काम कर रहे हैं इसको लेके। आप जो है दिल्ली में स्लम्स में और जो मार्जिनलाइज और पुअर कम्युनिटीज़ है उनके साथ काम करिए, इंडोर एयर पोल्यूशन पे, एलपीजी को लेकर। तो आप थोड़ा बताइए हमें, आपका एक्सपीरियंस कैसा रहा है रमा?
हेलो, सबको नमस्कार। मैं दिल्ली में भलसवा कम्युनिटी में काम करती हूँ। मैं भलसवा डेयरी के बारे में आपको थोड़ा सा बताना चाहूँगी कि मैं जिस कम्युनिटी में काम करती हूँ वो कम्युनिटी कैसी है। भलसवा डेयरी एक ऐसी जगह है जहाँ पर पूरी दिल्ली शहर का कूड़ा आकर वहाँ पर वेस्ट जो है वहाँ पर डंप होता है। तो वो भलसवा डेयरी में कूड़े के बहुत बड़े बड़े पहाड़ हैं और जिस कम्युनिटी में मैं काम करती हूँ वो कम्युनिटी उन पहाड़ों के बिल्कुल नीचे से स्टार्ट होती है। एक तरीके से कहा जाए पहाड़ों के नीचे ही वो छोटी छोटी झुग्गियाँ बनाकर उनके वहाँ उन झुग्गियों में वो लोग वहाँ पर रहते हैं और उनका जो जीवन, जो बेसिक जो उनकी आमदनी है वो उन्हीं पहाड़ों पर से कूड़ा बीनकर ही शुरू होती है। तो जो वो कम्युनिटी है, जिस कम्युनिटी में मैं काम करती हूँ, वहाँ के लोग उस भलसवा कूड़े के पहाड़ों पर चढ़कर रोज़ सुबह अर्ली मॉर्निंग पहाड़ों पर चढ़कर वहाँ से कूड़ा बीन कर लेकर आते हैं। फिर उसको घर आके छांटना और उसके बाद से उसको बेचकर जो उनको मिलता है आमदनी, उससे वो अपनी ज़िंदगी का निर्वाह करते हैं। उनकी जो ज़िंदगी है वो इतनी मुश्किल है कि वहाँ पर ना तो पानी की कोई सुविधाएं हैं, जो बेसिक ज़रूरतें हैं, ना पानी की कोई सुविधाएं हैं, ना सैनिटाइजेशन की कोई सुविधाएं हैं उनके पास। जो हर एक इंसान के लिए नॉर्मल खाना पानी सब कुछ जो ज़रूरी होता है वो उनके पास नहीं है। उनकी मतलब जब वो कूड़ा बीनने के लिए जाते हैं उनके पास स्वच्छता के नाम पर एक तो वो ऐसे ही कूड़े के पहाड़ में जा रहे हैं, कोई ग्लव्स नहीं, कोई पैरों में कोई शूज़ वगैरह नहीं। ऐसी कम्युनिटी के साथ मैं काम करती हूँ। रहने के लिए उनके पास एक छोटी सी झुग्गी होती है जिसके अंदर उनके उसी झुग्गी के अंदर उनको नहाना धोना खाना बनाना और रहना भी होता है। उसी में छोटे बच्चे भी होते हैं और उस स्थिति में वो लोग उस झुग्गी के अंदर में चूल्हा जलाते हैं। इस कम्युनिटी के साथ काम करना बहुत बहुत मुश्किल है। पर शुरू से ना मेरा घरेलू वायु प्रदूषण शुरू से मेरा मुद्दा नहीं था। मैं पहले आशा वर्कर थी। अभी मुझसे किसी ने पूछा था कि आप इस मुद्दे के साथ कैसे जुड़ी, तो मैं उसके बारे में थोड़ा सा बताना चाहूँगी कि पहले मैं आशा वर्कर थी और एक दिन जब मैं फील्ड में गई तो एक लेडीज़ अपने 2 साल के बच्चे को, जो कि चूल्हे के ऊपर गर्म पानी रखा हुआ था, उससे वो बहुत बुरी तरीके से जल गया था। तो उसको भागते भागते हॉस्पिटल लेकर जा रही थी। वो उसकी ऑन द स्पॉट उसका जो सिर की जो स्किन थी वो बहुत बहुत बुरी तरीके से जल चुकी थी। उसको देखते ही ना मेरी एकदम से रोंगटे खड़े हो गए। लेकिन सडनली मेरे मुंह से ये निकला कि ना कितनी लापरवाह माँ है, आज के टाइम पे कौन चूल्हा जलाता है। तो इसकी लापरवाही की वजह से वो बच्चा जल गया। अगले दिन जब मैं उस बच्चे के घर उसके बच्चे की तबीयत का पता करने गई तब उनकी स्थिति को देखकर मुझे बहुत बहुत ज़्यादा गिल्ट हुआ कि मैंने बिना सोचे समझे अपनी राय बना ली कि ये लापरवाह माँ है। उनकी स्थिति इतनी ख़राब थी कि वो 100-200 रुपये रोज़ जो मुश्किल से कमा पाते हैं, ऐसे में उनको किराया, झुग्गी जो है वो किराए पे रहते हैं, वो उसको किराया पे करना है और उनको खाना है, सब कुछ है। तो वो जो 2 वक्त का खाना नहीं अपना पाते तो उनके लिए 1100 रुपये का सिलेंडर लेना बहुत बड़ी बात थी। मुझे अपनी ही जो सोच थी राय पे, मुझे बड़ा गिल्ट हुआ। मैं सारी रात उस दिन सो नहीं पाई कि मैंने बिना सोचे समझे उनके बारे में ये अपनी राय बना ली। और तब मुझे एहसास हुआ कि हम लोग सोचते हैं कि अब कोई चूल्हा नहीं जलाता, एलपीजी सबके पास है, या जो लोग चलाते हैं वो शौक के लिए जलाते हैं। बट ऐसा नहीं है कि आज भी दिल्ली जैसे शहर में, जिसके लिए हम सबकी एक राय है कि दिल्ली तो एक बहुत बड़ा अमीर शहर है, वहाँ पर ये सब कुछ नहीं होता, सबके पास एलपीजी है और तो वहाँ पे कोई चूल्हा नहीं जलाता। लेकिन ऐसा नहीं है, रियलिटी एकदम इससे उल्टी है, बिल्कुल ही एकदम अलग है। जब मैं उस कम्युनिटी में रहती हूँ और मुझे नहीं पता था, मेरी सोच ऐसी थी कि वो लापरवाह माँ है, एकदम से मैंने राय बना ली, तो मुझे ये रियलाइज़ हुआ कि ये बहुत गंभीर मुद्दा है कि आज भी लोग जो हैं चूल्हा इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं। उनकी स्थिति इतनी दयनीय है कि उनके पास इतने पैसे नहीं हैं कि वो गैस सिलेंडर को अफोर्ड कर पाएँ। फाइनली मैं उसके साथ थोड़ा सा कनेक्ट हुई, मैं उनके साथ जुड़ना शुरू हुई, मैंने वहाँ पर जो सर्वे वगैरह थोड़ा सा स्टार्ट करा। लेकिन मैं आशा वर्कर के तौर पे वो काम नहीं कर पाती थी, क्योंकि आशा वर्कर का एक अपना ही बहुत ज़्यादा काम होता है, वो अलग ही होता है, वो डिस्पेंसरी से स्वास्थ्य सेवाएं देते हैं। तो मैं उनके साथ थोड़ा सा अपने इस मुद्दे को भी लेकर जाती थी। लेकिन जब मैं असर के साथ जुड़ी तो मुझे एक पूरी तरीके से ये प्लेटफॉर्म मिल गया कि अब मैं घरेलू वायु प्रदूषण पे काम कर सकती हूँ। असर के साथ जुड़ने के बाद में मैंने भलसवा कम्युनिटी के साथ में काम करना शुरू करा, जहाँ पर लोगों को बेसिक ज़रूरतें ही नहीं पूरी हो पाती, तो उनके लिए घरेलू वायु प्रदूषण वो तो उनको समझ ही नहीं आता था। जब मैंने शुरू में वहाँ पे काम करना शुरू करा तो मुझे बहुत दिक्कतों का सामना करना पड़ा। जब मैं उस कम्युनिटी में जाती थी तो वो लोग मुझसे अच्छे से बात ही नहीं करते थे, उनके पास टाइम ही नहीं होता था, क्योंकि सुबह वो जल्दी कूड़ा बीनने चले जाते थे, फिर घर आके उनको कूड़ा छांटना होता था। मुझे वो ढंग से मेरे को अपनी बातों का जवाब ही नहीं देते थे, ना नाम बताना, बहुत मुश्किल हुआ। लेकिन मैंने हार नहीं मानी, मुझे ना कुछ करना था उन लोगों के लिए। वो बच्चे का जो सिर जो जला हुआ मैंने देखा तो वो मेरी आंखों के आगे बार बार आता था। उस घर की स्थिति को देख के मुझे ऐसा लगता था नहीं, मुझे हार नहीं माननी, मुझे अभी आगे बढ़ना है। मैं धीरे धीरे उस कम्युनिटी में रोज़ जाके उन लोगों के साथ में टाइम स्पेंड करने लगी, इधर उधर की बातें करती, उनके साथ घुलने मिलने की कोशिश करने लगी, लेकिन वो भी मेरे साथ काम नहीं आया। फिर जब मैंने उनकी ज़रूरतों के बारे में जानना चाहा, जैसे किसी की भी जो भी ज़रूरत होती थी मैं उसको फुलफ़िल करवाने की कोशिश करने लगी। मैंने उसको थोड़ा सा अपना वायु प्रदूषण को थोड़ा साइड में रखा और पहले मैंने उनकी समस्याओं के बारे में कोशिश करी कि इनके साथ इनका विश्वास जीतने के लिए मुझे कुछ ऐसा करना है। जब तक मैं इनका विश्वास नहीं जीत पाऊँगी तब तक मैं इनके साथ घरेलू वायु प्रदूषण पर काम नहीं कर पाऊँगी। तो जैसे किसी का पहचान पत्र नहीं है तो उसका पहचान पत्र बनवाने में मैंने मदद करी। कोई वहाँ पे विडो है जिसकी पेंशन नहीं बन पा रही, उनके पास डॉक्यूमेंट्स नहीं होते थे, तो मैंने उनकी पेंशन बनवाने में हेल्प करी। किसी हैंडीकैप को व्हील चेयर की ज़रूरत होती थी तो मैं किसी और संस्था के साथ जैसे भी मुझे समझ आता था मैंने उनको कनेक्ट करवाया। इस तरीके से मैं उनकी मदद करने लगी। धीरे धीरे मैंने लोगों का विश्वास जीता, बहुत टाइम लगा, लेकिन अब वो लोग मुझे मतलब वेलकम करने लगे, मेरे से बात करने लगे, खुलकर अपनी समस्याओं के बारे में बताने लगे। फिर मैंने उन लोगों को डोर टू डोर कर के 4-4, 5-5 महिलाओं को इकट्ठा करा एक गली में और उनके साथ अवेयरनेस सेशन को शुरू करा। जब मैं उनसे घरेलू वायु प्रदूषण के बारे में बात करती थी तो वो हंसते थे, कहते थे क्या मैडम इतनी बड़ी बड़ी फैक्ट्रियाँ हैं उससे वायु प्रदूषण नहीं होता, इतने रोड पे एक एक घर में 4-4, 5-5 गाड़ियाँ होती है उससे वायु प्रदूषण नहीं होता, इस छोटे से चूल्हे से वायु प्रदूषण की आप बात कर रहे हो। वो हंसते थे, वो इसको गंभीर लेते ही नहीं थे। और वो लें भी कैसे, जिनको अपनी मतलब सारे दिन दिमाग में ये रहता है कि मुझे सुबह जाना है और मुझे रात के खाने के लिए या दोपहर के खाने के लिए इंतज़ाम करना है, तो वो घरेलू वायु प्रदूषण को किस तरीके से समझेंगे। फिर मैंने उनसे उन्हीं के से पूछा, जब आप अच्छा चूल्हा जलाते हैं तो आप बताइए, अच्छा आपको कुछ दिक्कत परेशानी होती है, क्योंकि मैं गैस जलाती हूँ तो मुझे नहीं दिक्कत परेशानी होती है, आप बताइए। फिर उन्होंने मुझसे बात करना शुरू करा कि हाँ मैडम जब चूल्हा जलाते हैं तो आँखों से धुआं आता है, खांसी होती है, पेट में दर्द होता है। तो जब वो इस तरीके से बात करने लगे तो मैंने उन्हीं से ही शुरू करा बात करना। अच्छा आप तो कह रहे हो वायु प्रदूषण नहीं होता, चलिए वायु प्रदूषण नहीं है, मैं आपकी बात मानती हूँ, पर आप ये बताइए जब आप चूल्हा जलाते हैं तो खांसी होती है, आपके साथ में ही 2 साल का बच्चा है, 4 साल का बच्चा है, वो झोपड़ी के अंदर ही जला रहे हैं और उधर ही उनके सास ससुर वगैरह भी जो बुज़ुर्ग लोग होते हैं वो भी होते हैं। तो मैंने उनसे कहा, बात करनी शुरू करी कि जो आप चूल्हा जलाते हैं वो आपके साथ साथ आपके बच्चों और आपके परिवार के जो बुज़ुर्ग हैं उनके स्वास्थ्य पे भी कितना हानिकारक असर डाल रहे हैं। तो मैंने, लेकिन उसके पास ऑप्शन तो कुछ था नहीं, जब वो इतने गरीब हैं वो कैसे वो अफोर्ड करेंगे। 8,000 रुपये का सिलेंडर, एक सेटअप जो होता है जिसमें चूल्हा और सिलेंडर रेगुलेटर पाइप होता है वो 8,000 रुपये का होता है। तो वो बोले मैडम 100-200 रुपये तो मुश्किल से कमाते हैं, अगर हम लेने भी जाएँ आपके कहने से तो 8,000 रुपये कहाँ से इकट्ठा करेंगे। तब मैंने उनसे बात करनी शुरू करी कि चलिए ठीक है, हम इसके बारे में ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं कर सकते, लेकिन हम ऐसे कर सकते हैं, जो चूल्हा आप झुग्गी के अंदर जलाते हैं और झुग्गी पूरी धुएं से भर जाती है, आप थोड़ा सा स्पेस देके घर के बाहर जलाना शुरू करिए और कोशिश करिए जब आप वो चूल्हा जलाएं तो आपके आसपास छोटे बच्चे ना हो, तो इस तरीके से अगर आप करेंगे, और अगर आप दिन में 2 बार चूल्हा जलाते हैं, 3 बार जलाते हैं, तो कोशिश करिए 2 बार जलाएं या 1 बार जलाएं। तो इससे क्या होगा कि धीरे धीरे जो है वो आपकी स्वास्थ्य पे जो असर है वो जो इतना ज़्यादा पड़ना है वो थोड़ा थोड़ा पड़ेगा इस तरीके से। तो उसके बाद में हमें ये PMUY जो योजना सरकार की उज्ज्वला योजना है, जो उसके बारे में मैंने लोगों को बताना शुरू करा, और मैंने उनके डॉक्यूमेंट्स वगैरह वेरीफाई करने शुरू करे कि किसी तरीके से अगर हम इनको PMUY योजना के साथ लिंक कर सकें, अटैच कर सकें, तो शायद इनकी एक बहुत बड़ी समस्या हल हो जाएगी। मैंने एक दिन कैंप लगाया और उस कैंप में 130 महिलाओं ने अपने फॉर्म फिल करवाए। एक ही दिन में 130 महिलाओं ने आगे बढ़कर फॉर्म फिल करवाया। अब उन लोगों को ना चूल्हे के बारे में गंभीरता लेना उन्होंने शुरू करा कि हाँ, इससे वायु प्रदूषण हो रहा है और इससे हमारे साथ साथ हमारे बच्चों की स्वास्थ्य पर भी कितना हानिकारक प्रभाव पड़ रहा है। कई बार ऐसा होता था कि सर्दियाँ मतलब बारिश का टाइम है, लकड़ी नहीं मिल पाई, तो वो क्या करते थे, जो उनको कूड़ा मिला, प्लास्टिक मिला, वो कूड़ा ही जला दिया। और लकड़ियाँ गीली है तो उस गीले कूड़े को जलाने के लिए उसके अंदर प्लास्टिक की पॉलीथीन रख के जला दी, जिससे कि और ज़्यादा धुआं हुआ, और गीली लकड़ी जलती भी नहीं है इतनी जल्दी और उससे भी धुआं हुआ। तो जब उन्होंने इस गंभीरता को समझना शुरू करा और उन्होंने 130 लोगों ने मेरे से आके फॉर्म फिल करवाए। अब फॉर्म तो फिल हमने कर लिए, लेकिन उसमें भी क्या था, जब वो योजना शुरू हुई तो उसमें बहुत से लोगों के फॉर्म में जो कुछ करेक्शन थी। फिर हमने गैस एजेंसी के साथ, इंडियन गैस एजेंसी के साथ जाकर बात करी, और इंडियन गैस एजेंसी के एजेंसीज़ ने हमें बहुत सपोर्ट करा। उन्होंने मेरी समस्याओं को सुना, भलसवा कम्युनिटी में आकर बात करी लोगों के साथ, और उनके जो डॉक्यूमेंट्स में जो दिक्कत परेशानी थी उनको दूर करने के लिए मेरी बहुत हेल्प करी। फाइनली जो हमने 130 लोगों के फॉर्म भरे थे, उसमें से 91 लोगों को इंडियन गैस एजेंसी ने उज्ज्वला योजना के तहत गैस सिलेंडर दिए। ये एक मेरे लिए एक बहुत बड़ा अचीवमेंट था, एक बहुत बड़ा नंबर था कि 130 लोगों में से 91 लोगों को गैस सिलेंडर उज्ज्वला का मिला, और उन लोगों के लिए भी बहुत बड़ी खुशी की बात थी। और अब तो मेरा और भी थोड़ा सा उस एरिया में जाने का कॉन्फिडेंस और भी ज़्यादा बढ़ गया कि मैंने जो लोगों को एक राह दिखाई, जिस पे लोगों ने मेरे साथ चलना शुरू करा, वो थोड़ा सक्सेसफुल होता हुआ नज़र आया मुझे। उसके बाद सिलेंडर भी मिल गया, लेकिन अभी
2 मिनट में रैप कर दीजिए।
ओके। अभी उसमें सिलेंडर मिल गया। अब ये देखना भी था कि वो लोग उतना उस सिलेंडर को सुरक्षित तरीके से इस्तेमाल भी करें। तो जब मैं उनके घर जाती थी तो थोड़ा कुछ लोग डरते थे कि दीदी कहीं आग तो नहीं लग जाएगी इसके अंदर। तो हमने इंडियन गैस एजेंसी के साथ ही सेफ्टी सेशन करना शुरू करा, और मैंने बहुत से ऐसे कैंप लगाए जिसके अंदर इंडियन गैस एजेंसीज के साथ हमने सेफ्टी सेशन करा। उनको हमने जागरूक करा कि किस तरीके से अब गैस सिलेंडर तो मिल गया, अब उसे सुरक्षित तरीके से आप इस्तेमाल भी कीजिए। और आपको ये जानकर खुशी होगी, वो 91 जो लोग हैं वो हर महीने रिफ़िल करवाते हैं, और हर महीने उनके बैंक में सब्सिडी भी आती है, 300 रुपये सब्सिडी उज्ज्वला योजना के तहत जो उनको मिल रही है। तो अब उनको ये दिक्कत भी नहीं है कि मैं रोज़ के पैसे थोड़े थोड़े इकट्ठे करके वो सिलेंडर भरवा रहे हैं। तो ये मेरे लिए बहुत बड़ी बात है कि वो सिलेंडर दिलवाया भी, अगर उनको सिलेंडर मिला तो वो उसको इस्तेमाल भी कर रहे हैं। अब साथ के साथ जिन लोगों के पास गैस सिलेंडर नहीं मिल पाया, उनके कागज़ पूरे नहीं है, या जिन्होंने देर से फॉर्म भरा, तो हम उनको इंडियन गैस एजेंसी ने उन लोगों की प्रॉब्लम्स को समझते हुए कि वो 14 किलो का गैस सिलेंडर 803 रुपये का नहीं भर सकते, तो उन्होंने मुझसे खुद आकर उन्होंने मुझसे बात करी कि रमा जी, जो 5 किलो का सिलेंडर अगर वो अफोर्ड करते हैं तो हम उनको 5 किलो का सिलेंडर भी उनके घर पर डिलीवरी करेंगे 1 डे के अंदर, अगर वो 5 किलो का सिलेंडर लेंगे। तो इंडियन गैस एजेंसीज के साथ अब हम 5 किलो के सिलेंडर को प्रमोट कर रहे हैं। अब जब मैं एरिया में जाती हूँ, कभी उनके घर जाती हूँ, तो वो लोग बहुत खुश होते हैं और मुझे बोलते हैं कि अब मुझे कभी भी रोते हुए खाना नहीं बनाना पड़ेगा। पहले खाना बनाते टाइम थोड़ा सा तो फियर लगता था कि आंसू आएंगे, खांसी लगेगी, पेट दर्द होगा। तो कई बार गर्भवती महिलाओं के जो बच्चे हैं वो उसमें समय से पहले हो गए, किसी का एबॉर्शन हो गया था। तो जो अब मैं जाती हूँ तो वो लोग बड़े खुश होते हैं, एक स्माइल के साथ मुझे वेलकम करते हैं। और अब जब मैं एरिया में जाती हूँ, वो मुझे सिलेंडर वाली दीदी के नाम से जानते हैं, सिलेंडर वाली मैडम आ गई। तो मेरे लिए बहुत बड़ी प्राउड की बात है बट मेरा सफ़र अभी ख़त्म नहीं हुआ, क्योंकि भलसवा डेयरी एक बहुत बड़ी कम्युनिटी है। अभी बहुत से लोगों तक मैं पहुंच नहीं पाई हूं, जिन तक मेरे को अभी पहुंचना है, और मैं इस नंबर को, इस डाटा को और आगे बढ़ाना चाहती हूं। अभी मैंने 80 लोगों को और तैयार किए हैं, उनके डॉक्यूमेंट्स देखे हैं जो बिल्कुल रेडी हैं। जैसे ही उज्ज्वला योजना दोबारा शुरू होगी, मैं उन 80 लोगों के साथ और भी बहुत से लोगों का फॉर्म फिल करवाऊंगी। आई होप उन लोगों के चेहरे पे भी मैं वो मुस्कान ला सकूं जो मैं इन 91 लोगों के चेहरे पे ला सकी हूँ। तो मेरे लिए बहुत बड़ी बात है, और सबसे बड़ी बात है कि असर ने मुझे इस लायक समझा कि मैं वहाँ तक पहुँची। वो प्लेटफॉर्म के थ्रू ही मैं उन लोगों की मदद कर सकी हूँ। थैंक यू सो मच।
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया सिलेंडर वाली दीदी आपका। आई थिंक जो महिला चैम्पियंस होते हैं वो इसीलिए मुझे लगता है बहुत ज़रूरी भी हैं, क्योंकि एक अलग एम्पैथी होती है महिलाओं में। जैसे इन्होंने शायद उस माँ को देखा, उस बच्चे को देखा जो जल गया था, जो भावनाएं इनके दिल में आईं और शायद जो इंस्पिरेशन इनको मिला, वो बहुत ही खूबसूरत कहानी है आपकी। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया रमा आपका। अब हम जो हैं दूसरी तरफ चलते हैं, इंडस्ट्री की तरफ। अक्सर ये सोचा जाता है कि इंडस्ट्री इज़ polluting, biggest polluters and all that. But today we have with us Dr. Amit, who's going to tell us how Tata Steel is trying to transform the whole air quality thing and contributing towards improving, pollution levels through its work. So it's over to you. Sorry? Yeah. You have 15 minutes, sir. Yeah, please.
So, before I begin, I would thank CSTEP for inviting me and giving this platform to share my thoughts and what Tata Steel is doing. We heard a great inspiring lady who has done a good job, and we heard the municipal corporation also. So Tata Steel is one of the global conglomerate with a annual capacity of 35 million tons crude steel production. In India, we have 25 million tons per annum. And by 2030 and 35, we want to expand ourselves to 40 million tons per annum in India. I'll just tell something which makes me proud of Tata Steel. It is one of the world's most geographically diversified steel producers. The group has been certified as the great place to work, together with its subsidiaries, associates, and joint ventures. We have an employee base of more than 78,000 spread across 5 continents. We have announced major sustainability objectives, including net zero by 2045. So this company has been on a multi-year digital-enabled business transformation journey, intending to be the leader in digital steel making. The company has received the World Economic Forum's Global Lighthouse recognition for its Jamshedpur, Kalinganagar and Ayamuddin plants, and these are the only plants. Tata Steel has also been recognized with the Digital Enterprise of India Steel Award 2024 by the Economic Times CIO. Tata Steel aspires to have a 20% diverse workforce by 2025. The company has been recognized with the World Economic Forum's Global Diversity, Equity and Inclusion Lighthouse 2023. The company has been a part of the DJSI Emerging Markets Index since 2012 and has been consistently ranked among the top 10 steel companies in the DJSI Corporate Sustainability Assessment since 2016. Tata Steel Jamshedpur plant is India's first site to receive Responsible Steel certification Subsequently, its Kalinganagar and Meramandali sites have also received the certification in India. Tata Steel now has more than 90% of its steel production from responsible steel certified sites. We have been recipient of the Prime Minister's trophy for the most number of times in India. We are sustainability champion recognized by the World Steel for 7 years in a row since its inception. And now we are also the Climate Change Leadership Award by CDP, top performer in iron and steel sector in the Dun & Bradstreet, India's top 500 companies. We also have received the 2023 Global ARM Enterprises Management Award of Distinction and the RIMS ARM Conference 2023, Masters of Risk, Metals and Mining Sector Recognition of India. So these are some of the recognitions, accolades that we have. Why I have told these things? The sole reason is that we are with the nature. Any of our activities that we perform is towards sustainability. I have to, right? So, J.N. Tata, our founder, if you see, he actually, these are the words, what he said. In a free enterprise, the community is just not another stakeholder. So, it is our existence which matters. And that's what I feel is sustainability. Actually, you know, in 1907, the first plant, it was established in India. It was the first steel company in whole Asia. So, at that time, we were the plant which was solely there, and the city started growing around the plant. And now the Jamshedpur plant is such that it is just in the midst of a city. So now we are more responsible and we have got more obligations to the society. So I'll not go into these, but these are some of the pillars that are most important for us. Clean, green, and circular. We have our mission, we have our vision, and we strongly follow that. So, why is sustainability important for us? These are the 4 important things that we believe why sustainability is very important for us. And these mega trends form a growing network of interconnected challenges. These are the sustainability framework on which Tata Steel works. Environment, health, safety, employee welfare, the community and the governance. And we have a very strong Tata Code of Conduct because that is how our brand value is. And we have, in our approach, we have a sustainability policy, the environment policy. There are many policies with us, but it is important that we assign ourselves. We have found that the environment, social and the governance are the material issues for us, and we need to work on these. So, in excellence in sustainability, we, guided by our environment policy, if you see, we are responsible for climate change mitigation. We are trying to use more efficient technologies and energy resources. The waste avoidance and recycle. When I come to waste avoidance and recycle, we heard Mr. Gaurav from the municipal corporation. You know, Jamshedpur is the only city in the country which is not governed by a municipal corporation. It is Tata Steel who is responsible for the entire municipal work for Jamshedpur. Many times people have said that, no, this should go to the government as a municipal corporation and all, but the people themselves have said, no, we don't want. We are also here to reduce, prevent emissions and effluent discharge. You know, we have got 3 very specific goals in Tata Steel. And of course, that is in Tata Group also. The first one is, I said, we aspire to be net zero by 2045, ahead of the European countries and the government of India, what the Honorable Prime Minister has already declared by 2070. We also want to be water neutral by 2030, and beyond that, water positive for all our sites. In Tata Steel, we have more than 120 sites in India. And we want to be zero waste to landfill by 2030. We are progressing towards it. At present, we have the waste which is going to landfill is less than 0.2% of the total waste that we generate. Just a glimpse of the performance over the years as far as the stack dust emissions, because as Nidhi was just mentioning, what happens, when there's an industry, the entire focus shifts towards the industry. Whenever there is a case of pollution which is discussed anywhere, the first thing which comes to mind is the industry. And yes, as a citizen of the country, I would also say industries are a major contributor for the air pollution. But, since I told that we are in the midst of a city and we have got obligations and we are responsible for a better environment in the vicinity in which we live. So that is why we did a source apportionment study. And source apportionment study done by NIRI, Delhi. So what we found is, what is the contribution of different sources? And what we found is, from the Tata Steel, how much we are contributing to the total ambient air quality of Jamshedpur. We are approximately 30 to 35% of the total emissions that we are contributing. Rest, about 65 to 70% comes from other peripheral activities. So we did a 2-year study, not only 1 year, because we wanted to have a representative sampling. So in this 2-year study, we came to know that from all the mitigating measures that we have, we are at present at this situation. Now our target is that we minimize this, reduce this as far as possible. So basically, if you are aware that majorly in the steel industry, when we talk about, so the emissions that we have, dust emissions, the SOx emissions, NOx emissions, the GHG emissions, these are the major emissions that we have. There are various challenges also, and steel sector being a hard to abate sector, the challenge is the biggest. So what we were focusing on is the point sources, the line sources, and the area sources, which are the major contributors of the dust pollution in the environment. And we are targeting all these 3 to the extent that we bring down our stack dust emissions, the line source emissions as well as, so whatever can be done, which is possible, the technology is available, we are open to do that, and we have already embarked on the journey. Not going into the details, but I will tell you, I was mentioning about the source apportionment study. We did it inside our plant, 5-kilometer radius of the plant, about 20 kilometers radius of the plant. So that what is our impact to study? We have embarked on the journey of digitalization, and we feel that 100% of our things should be on a digital canvas. So what happens, our aspiration is that with one click of the mouse, we should be able to see a single version of truth. We want to be transparent. So everything can be seen and watched. We are in the stage of developing these things, and more than 50% of the things have been already developed. However, the things are going directly to the authorities. So, and we are also, these are the architectures. We are also in discussion with the public and the stakeholders, because what we feel is that it's important for them to understand what are the things that we are into. These are some of the things, because when you come into the steel sector, it's the mother of all kinds of pollutions. So, right from the air, the water, the solid waste, the e-waste, the municipal waste, everything, whatever, any kind of pollution you can think of, everything is there from a steel industry. And so, the onus is great. The technology is there, not fully developed to the extent that we would wish in a most economical, viable manner, but we are trying to see that how these technologies can be leveraged in our ecosystem. All the pollution control measures that we can think of, that is in the steel industry, we all have that. These are some of the stats. So in terms of the dust emissions, we want to maintain a specific stack dust emission less than 4. We already have done it at present, and we want to further go below that. All our sites, it's not only one particular site, because I'm responsible for all the sites in India and Southeast Asia. So we understand the biodiversity is very important for us. So in a steel industry, how we can develop the biodiversity in areas we operate, that is more important for us. These are some of the glimpses. And we were just hearing the municipal corporation, Mr. Gaurav, that they have developed, they're trying to develop the ecological restoration of the dump sites. We already have done. It's not in acres, it is in hectares that we have done. The Juksalai Mag dump, which is in 29 hectares. This was done in 2010, 11, and 12. We are maintaining it. We have converted waste dumps into these kind of ecological restoration sites. We have city forest inside Jamshedpur, and we have big parks and gardens also. So importantly, it is to connect with people and to collaborate with them to spread the awareness. That is more important for us. I will just cite one example. In Tata Steel Netherlands, the AQI levels are less than 20. The contribution of Tata Steel Netherlands is less than 5. And we are trying to see that how we can reduce it by more than 60% of what we are contributing in Netherlands.
Can you, Amit, wrap up now? Just 2 minutes. Can you wrap up? Can you wrap up in 2 minutes?
Sure, I think. So this is that we are in dialogue with, I was telling about the Netherlands plant. So this is what we have. I told that we are responsible CE certified. We are some of the accolades that we have. Thank you for your patience hearing.
Thank you so much, Dr. Amit, for telling us the Tata Steel strategy to control air pollution. And we are running short of time. So what we will do is we will take one question each, one for Rama and one for Amit. And the rest of the discussion I think we can have over coffee. So any questions? Rama के लिए कोई सवाल है? किसी के लिए एक सवाल ले सकते हैं हम Rama के लिए and one for Amit.
Hello. This question is for Dr. Amit. So, Dr. Amit, this question is for you. So, I am Ashutosh, and I work as the Chief Climate Scientist of Orashore Technology. So, I grew up in Meramandali area where your company is located. And if I know it is just an acquisition of Bhushan Steel, like Tata acquired the company. So can you plan something kind of source apportionment what you have done in Jamshedpur for the Meramandali plant as well in coming future or sometime?
We have already begun that.
Okay.
And not only in Meramandali, we are doing, in collaboration with the Odisha State Pollution Control Board and the Automotive Research Institute of India, that we have already started the work. And the work is on the final stages, and both for the Meramandali plant location as well as the Kalinganagar plant location. Okay. So in Odisha, we are covering the entire thing.
Thank you.
Any other question? मैं एक छोटा सा सवाल रमा आपसे फिर पूछना चाहूँगी, एकदम संक्षेप में उसका जवाब दीजिएगा। परिवार का क्या रहा आपकी तरफ जब आप ये काम करना आपने शुरू किया, आपके परिवार वालों का क्या रहा है? संक्षेप में जल्दी से बता दीजिए।
सबसे पहले तो सब लोग बहुत मना करा, मेरे को परिवार से सिर्फ मेरे बच्चों का सपोर्ट रहा। मेरे हस्बैंड मुझे बिल्कुल सपोर्ट नहीं करते थे, और स्पेशली जब मैंने भलसवा कम्युनिटी में जाना शुरू करा तो उन्होंने तो बिल्कुल मना कर दिया कि बहुत गंदगी है, तो बहुत ज़्यादा मुझे टॉर्चर किया गया कि वो काम छोड़ दो, नहीं करना। लेकिन मेरे बच्चों ने मुझे मैम बहुत सपोर्ट करा, और मैं शायद बच्चों की वजह से ही आगे बढ़ती गई, और अपने मन में था कि आगे करना है, तो मैंने अपने हस्बैंड को भी इग्नोर करना शुरू कर दिया कि मैं तो जाऊंगी जाऊंगी, अगर आपको बदबू आती है तो मैं आपको थोड़ा ना साथ लेके जा रही हूँ, मुझे आगे बढ़ना है। लेकिन मेरे बच्चे आज भी मुझे बहुत सपोर्ट करते हैं। तो
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया रमा, थैंक यू सो मच। So I think we can now conclude this session. I don't have time to wrap up what all the panelists spoke, but I think right from Gaurav to Rama to Amit, I think we got like a good 360-degree perspective of what's happening, what the champions are trying to do in their own sectors. So over to you. Any announcements?
Thank you, Ms. Nidhi, and our speakers for such an insightful session.